Welcome back, everybody. Last time we booked our first two shows. It went well. Well, the first show went okay, and then bad because we lost popularity, and that's not great. And we still are kind of down that popularity because we started at a 78. But we gained some of it back with the last show. And now we're going to do our first pay-per-view, which is going to be great? Question mark? Who knows? So first we got to pick our broadcasters, which we'll pick all three because they're in three different areas. And then we got our pre-booked matches, which is good. Now let's pick where we're going to be. We're going to go Canada again. And this time we're going to go Quebec. Wait, we went Ontario last time, right? Yeah. This time, yeah, we'll go Quebec. Because the wrestling industry is much higher there than it is in the U.S. right now. And, you know, we're in New England. It's not a far-fetched thing to think that we would go to Canada to put on wrestling shows when we're in New England. So what's fun about pre-booking is now I can just literally, since I pre-booked this, I can just say add to booking sheet. It'll let me make any changes to what I want, but I don't want to, and boom, it's there. Easy, right? Add to booking sheet. We're going to let Remo win that, and then add to booking sheet, and then add to booking sheet. So there we go. We got our first 4 matches there. Events or pay-per-views don't have to be as angle-heavy. They could be much more match-heavy. So that's what you're going to see here. Okay, we got Hollywood Bart Starr versus Brett Starr BS, Hollywood BS, as I like to call him, versus Joey Morgan. And I'm actually going to have BS go over because Joey was trying to start some shit in the locker room, and honestly, I like BS better. I think Joey's fine, and he's good to have for the popularity he has, but eventually he's going to tail off, and he's not going to be useful for us, where Hollywood's going to be around a while. So we're just going to let Hollywood win that one. Maybe it won't be the only match in the feud, so maybe Joey will come back and get his revenge, but right now that's what we're going to roll with. What other storylines do I got? They faced off in single matches the last 2 weeks, and now we're going to have Fame and Money defend their titles against Hawaiian Crush. Now the question is, do I take the titles off Rich and Famous, or not Rich and Famous, Fame and Money so fast? And the answer is yes, because I do not like Monte Triscarde. So the quicker I get that off there, the better. Decisive win for the Hawaiian Boys. They get their first titles together as a tag team, and we're good. Okay. 2 titles changing hands tonight. Big deal. Big deal here on When Hell Freezes Over. So the only other match we have from a storyline perspective is Spencer Spade versus Jungle Jack or Jungle Lord. Again, we're just kind of siphoning the overness from Jungle Lord. Spade is going to... We'll make it an open match still. He's not going to dominate him, but it'll be a decisive win. Even though there will be some outside interference. Not a finish, but some interference from Mainstream because I want to have him involved too. Wow, he's unhappy at the booking of this match. Don't care. Okay. So we got 120 minutes of matches. We can have up to 188 minutes overall of show. We are at 80% matches, or they're expecting 80% matches, and we're at 100%. So we do have to throw some angles in there. I think a nice big angle at the beginning or middle of the show with Golden, Scythe, Randy, and ZWB, where everybody's based on entertainment. So everybody just kind of gets their word in. No one's really. It's all just everybody talking. There's not really defeating. Oh, that's right. ZWB likes to work without a script. So no one has a script. They're just kind of rambling. That will go really well, I think. Let's leave it there at the beginning of the show. Jungle Lord is unhappy. Okay. Yeah. I don't care, Jungle Lord. Do the job, man. You're on the way out. So I could just run this show as is. However, I got 3 people, well, 2 of them, because one's Eisen. I got 2 people rated as stars that would be upset. Also, all these people will be upset. So, I got a plan. I have a plan. So we got Brian Vesey, the Crippler, me, Eric Eisen, and who will be his tag team partner? Chris Caulfield. Woo! 2 veterans teaming up against 2 other veterans. It's the kind of shit people love in wrestling shows. I can't have Cousin and Vesey lose on their debut, so we're going to let Vesey go over, but we're going to make sure Eisen takes the pin because, again, he's just going to be here to siphon overness. Because the pre-show to people is the same as being on the show, we're going to do a 25-man battle royale. Just because I didn't plan on needing so much. So, who is going to be in it? American Machine, Adam Smash. Wait, no, not Adam Smash. Bear, Big Smack, Brett, all these guys. Yeah, look at them. Not Jack Bruce. Mainstream we'll throw in there. So we'll save that. Make it a pre-show. We'll extend the time. It's about 30 minutes. 35 minutes. And then Battle Royals aren't great in this game, but they're there. So who are we going to have win? It doesn't super matter because it's the pre-show. But who's probably the most over here? Frederic, probably. Be a good debut for him, or re-debut, coming back with a Battle Royal win on the pre-show. Runner-up. Let's give the runner-up to... Let's give Mainstream a runner-up. And then the 2 other finalists. Let's have Pablo, because he just started. And we'll have one of the Awesomeness boys be a runner-up. Most eliminations. Who's a big boy in the match? Ranger's a big boy. Primus Allen's the big boy who had the most eliminations. Okay. So there we go. And we'll say it's an open match. I don't know if that matters in a Battle Royal, but we'll do it anyway. So that's the pre-show. And then I have, if you look, I have 2 more workers here who are ready to roll. So we're going to... And actually, the Battle Royal, so Franklin Fumier doesn't get on my ass. He can be the color commentator for that. Oh, and Jerry Eisen. Shit, I gotta put Jerry Eisen on that Battle Royal too so he doesn't get mad because he's my boss. So we'll let him announce that. We'll put Emma Chase in the middle of that because that would be better. Okay. Now, lastly, on the real show, we're going to have Angry Gilmore versus Adam Smasher because they're 2 guys that I'm going to have plans for later on. Especially Smasher. I'm going to give Smasher the W here. We'll just say it's an open match. It's not going to be huge to the overall, but it gives them something to do. Oh, what is our problem here? Shane Stones is doing too much refereeing. Okay, we can fix that. Okay, I think we're ready to run the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just check this booking analysis just in case. Yeah, it's just the Jungle Lord is unhappy. Okay. And he's going to be. So here we go. Okay, so Frederic won the Battle Royal. His gimmick is adequate. Great. So that didn't turn out great, considering the ratings, but that's fine. Ooh, Chris Caulfield got a poor gimmick. Eisen got a great gimmick. These guys performing like they should. They're only going to get better and better. Spade is the winner. Wine Crush win their first tag team titles. 68. Ooh. Wow. Look at these boys coming in. Everyone, these 3 loved the freedom of having it, and he just did well. And then Scythe has his hot catchphrase, and Joe Spooky helped Scythe. So, wow, an 86. That's the highest thing we've done so far. Good for us. And this match better than expected. Okay, there we go, boys. Okay. Oh, no. Lenny. Oh, that ruins it. Well, I guess I'll just have to... There's a way around this. I can make this work. But it's not a good manager-worker relationship. They have bad chemistry. Okay. Decent match. I would like to see better from that, but that's okay. This match performed. I like it. Golden with the 87 performance. Love it. I wonder what that... We would have gained popularity in one region, but growth was restricted due to audience size. It must just be a small region. I don't know. Okay, so now at the end of big shows, you can make a speech. So I'm going to say to Rocky Golden, hey, man, hell of a job. Great performance. Anybody else really do that well? I mean, Lenny, I'll give Lenny a bump because he won the title back. I was going to say his first title, but actually Cannon, he had it, and Des Davids took it from him. And then Scythe. We'll give Scythe a little, hey, you did good, buddy. And that's just a way to, like, improve morale, and also you can have people become loyal to you if you do it right. So that's cool, too, because then loyalty is very powerful, and it makes it so people don't, like, sign with other companies, even if you have them a worse offer and stuff like that. Okay. So Skull says Ranger's going to be in star, in my opinion. The kid is worth pushing hard. Okay. We got a buy rate of 3.28. Over 1.5 million buys for the pay-per-view last night. That's pretty good. That's some money. Let's look at how it affected our overness for our workers. Because, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous one, but the events are where the big popularity changes happen. So if you have someone who's less popular go over someone who's more popular, a lot of times it's going to be a bigger swing than it normally would be. Okay, so Scythe has actually gained quite a bit of popularity, which is very good. He was 71 overall when we started here. He didn't win that match, but he still grew. Right? Was he? Yeah, he was 71 when we started. Now he's in the mid-70s. Most of the popular places, so that's great. Yeah, wow. Him and Angry Gilmore having that match. Well, I guess Angry Gilmore was a 75 popularity about, so he probably just siphoned that. BJ stayed the same. Vessie's the same. Des Davids definitely went down. Almost 10 points, it looks like. So, and I don't see Lenny up here, which is a little scary. I hope Lenny's not capped. Is that a growth for Randall? Oh, yeah. Randall went up, even though he didn't win the match. Rogue stayed about the same. Valiant went down a point. ZWB definitely went up. Oh, yeah. He was a 69. Nice. Okay. So, just being in that big main event and that big angle on that show really helped them. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, no, that's a big growth. Okay, all right. Whew. He just wasn't very high to begin with. I probably should have waited to put him over Des Davids, but I thought he didn't gain any over it. Because that's the real heartbreaker in this game, is when you put someone over somebody who's more popular than them, and they lose about 10 points overness, but then the other person gains none because they're capped. That is a heartbreaker. Yeah, Gilmore definitely lost quite a bit there. Just from that match with, man, that's the thing. When you're older, and it says this in his profile that, hey, he's starting to wind down, you lose popularity so fast. Did he lose or gain? Oh, he gained. Okay, good deal. Eisen definitely lost popularity. And, oh, shit, I didn't realize I damaged the Crippler that hard with that match, too. Fuck. Okay. All right. This is kind of what you got to deal with. It's kind of what you got to deal with in this game, guys. I think Spencer probably... Yeah, Spencer went up quite a bit. Jungle Lord got... Ooh, Jungle Lord fell hard. Makutsi? Maksuti? I don't know how you say it. But we're going to actually give him time off, and here's why. He has the... he's in a funk. They're in extremely poor form. They get a penalty of performance in every match. The attribute is automatic temporary, lasts for 3 months, 2 years. And that sucks. He's basically useless. Yeah, I can't use him. I don't want to let him go yet, though, because he does have potential. So we're going to give him some time off. We're giving him 6 months paid time off. And hopefully when he comes back, he'll have a little more, he'll be able to help us out a little more. But even just using him in that battle royal, it was like, oh, he lowered the match rating. So, okay, I'd say it's a successful first pay-per-view. We lost some overness in some guys that we're going to have to gain back up. Especially some of the old guys that sucks that they lost it so fast, especially like Crippler. Because I've had files where Crippler gets back up in the 90s and is world champ. So we're going to make the Crippler part of a storyline. Because that's his problem right now is him and Angry Gilmore are not in any storyline. And we're going to adjust some storylines next time. And we're going to get them... Well, not adjust. We're going to add a storyline. Because I have the first 2 pay-per-views planned, written down, basically. So yeah, the next time we'll... Well, we should run those 4 days just to see if anything happens in between. Okay, so nothing really happened in those 4 days important. So next episode, we're going to go book another couple shows leading up to Nothing to Lose in 23 days. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying this. If you guys have any questions or anything or any suggestions on what I should do with certain workers or anything like that, please leave them down in the comments. I'd love to hear that from you. But there's a chance no one's watching this, and that's okay too. So thanks, and we'll see you later.